No, don't forget.
Still on there, chair? Okay. All right, let's do this. I'll start by just echoing the sentiments of the earlier speech that we've just had here. I think we'll all agree that it's been a fantastic day so far. Wonderful venue. Well done, Laura. This place does look amazing. We couldn't have wished for better weather. The Reverend was fascinating. For those of you who don't know, my name is Jordan. I'm the best man. There were some things that we had cut from the speech which have now been scribbled back in.
Hello everyone, I'm Johnny, I'm the other best man. Nick's best man selection process was far from smooth, to be honest. He started off and he asked his best looking friend if he'd be best man. Fortunately they said no. Then he asked his funniest friend, they said no as well. then he asked his most intelligent friend, and it was at that point I thought, I can't say no 3 times. But only if I can share the honour with Jordan.
Despite being fourth choice best man, I accepted very quickly, because for most best men, the biggest pressure is the speech. But luckily for us, Nick has given us ample material over the years. And luckily for Nick, we don't have time to share all of that during this speech. You can come and find us afterwards for everything else. Plus, the best advice I got whilst I was preparing for today was that a good best man speech should be like a good miniskirt. Long enough to cover the essentials and short enough to keep everyone's attention. Now for me, the biggest worry wasn't the speech, it was actually just getting Nick to church on time. Not because we thought he might get cold feet. We know how much he loves Laura, and we now know how much everybody here has spent on the wedding. No, it's simply because he is Nick Scott. If you were to look up Nick Scott in the dictionary, it would read, Nick Scott, verb, to get absolutely wasted the night before an important occasion. Often followed by feelings of regret. Now I've got a few examples of this. I'm sure Christine and Dick might be able to remember some Christmas dinners the day after a London Road challenge when Nick was looking a little bit worse for wear. The boys over here might remember the times at Bee Festival when Nick drank all of his alcohol on the first day and spent the rest of the time being miserable and begging for other people's alcohol. I think my best example is the first time that I met Johnny when 5 of us had travelled the length and breadth of the country to come and spend the weekend with Nick. Spent hours and hundreds of miles to get there. And when we arrived, Nick was in the living room, still in his pyjamas, looking like death warmed up, and just turned to us and said, "It's not this weekend you're coming, is it?" Before he sent us out to the supermarket to stock his empty fridge.
So my biggest stress really was preparing a speech for a communications manager. Pressure's something I don't really understand, as Nick once pointed out to me. Nick was in the very early stages of career with Lloyds Banking Group when he explained to me whilst reaching for a bottle of vodka, "Johnny, you just don't understand the pressures of the banking industry." He was right, I couldn't understand the strain placed on a man working in a call centre of the financial crisis. Asking people if they wanted to top up their ISA investors. The fate of literally tens of pounds were in his hands. But Nick was built for that sort of pressure and handled it. And is now a highly successful communications manager. And on a serious note, it's Nick's hard work and dedication. It is something that I really do admire. Nick has taken on, an awful lot through work, and it's his entrepreneurial approach really in rising through the ranks that's impressed me an awful lot. Right from the early days, he created his own job. He spotted an opportunity to improve some of the local communications in what he was doing. He just did it. He just got on with it. And everybody's been so impressed with what he did. It's just carried on. He's been doing it ever since. It's really heartfelt. It's not just me who thinks he's fantastic at his job. Jordan and I asked a few of his colleagues what they thought of him, and pretty much unanimously everybody said he was an absolute first-class banker. But back to a bit more sentiment. Nick clearly loves what he does, and I've seen firsthand how hard he's worked for his success. It's fantastic to see him doing so well. And that's one of the reasons I know that Nick and Laura are going to be so happy together. Nick told me within weeks of meeting Laura that he met the one, he was done. He met the girl he was going to marry. I thought to myself, when I met Laura, I thought, good luck with that, that's some confidence. But he was right, it was inevitable. And now Laura has one of the most loyal men you'll ever meet. And I know he's going to put the same hard work in that he does with his job into being a fantastic husband.
I've never had the pleasure of working with Nick in a professional capacity, but I have seen his God-given talent for communications on many occasions. He has an uncanny ability to make friends instantly, particularly with people different from himself. Immediately going in with an incredibly offensive impression, playing on all of the stereotypes that are going. But the moment when I realised I was in the presence of a true sage of communication was during our last lads' holiday to France last year. We were at a late night pharmacy, and Nick, without a word of French, without a PowerPoint projector in sight, was able, through an innovative and hilarious display of charades, to purchase a box of suppositories that one of the boys on the trip so desperately needed. They will remain nameless. But it was also on this same trip that I really realised just how much Nick loved Laura. I started pining for her about halfway through the trip, and after 10 days and 10 nights of heavy drinking, and basically Nick driving hungover for 2,500 miles, he was utterly miserable. And getting home to Laura was honestly the only thing that he wanted to do. But it certainly wasn't the only time that we've seen Nick miserable, was it, Johnny?
It wasn't, no. Got a bit of a list here of things that make Nick miserable. Talking to anyone he doesn't already know. Travelling anywhere. A new entry on the list, as of yesterday, wedding rehearsals.
Another new entry as of this morning, bacon sandwiches without tomato sauce on. The Virgin Media TV guide. Anyone else singing at karaoke? Hemorrhoids.
Big Tasty not being on the McDonald's menu. Creases in his shirt and dressing as a woman.
The list could have been a lot longer, believe me. We do take the mick out of Nick for being miserable, but the honest point is that he is our best friend, a living legend, and we're both so honoured that you asked us to be your best man today. When you're not hungover, you are the life and soul of any party. And any gathering isn't as funny, as fun or as funny when you're not there. And I think the great group of friends that you have, the guys that were all at the stag, is a testament to the amazing guy that you are.
Right, so I think you all know a little bit more about the Nick that Jordan and I certainly know and love. So I want to introduce you to a bit of Nick that many of you will have seen and will recognise. That's Nick on a night out. And we're going to start off, we're going to join in before he's had any drink, and this is a bit of his internal monologue. I hate drinking. I should just go to the gym. I hate hangovers. Drink one. I am pretty hench though. Probably don't need the gym. One beer won't hurt. Drink two. I'll just stick to the beer. Probably won't even get a hangover. Should definitely eat something.
Drink three. Where's the vodka? I think it's mixing food with alcohol that gets me anyway. The pressures of the banking industry. Drink four. Stick some tunes on. I can hardly taste the vodka in this. It just tastes like lemonade. That shirt's gonna need an iron. Drink five. Taxi's here. Better get that Snapchat story started. It needs me. Is that a late night pharmacy, Mr. Taxi Driver? Could you just stop for a second? I need to stop her.
Drink six. Get the vodka Red Bulls in. Pass me the microphone. You best not be singing when I'm singing. Right, we're going to fast forward a bit now. Needless to say, I'm sure you can guess what the next 2 or 3 hours involve. Numerous vodka Red Bulls, Nick singing the entire back catalogue of Creed, Coolio's Gangster's Paradise. We're going to rejoin Nick now, where his body, that's me, and his consciousness, which will be Jordan, are locked in a fierce debate.
I'm feeling a little bit tired now. I'm going to take a break. You'll be okay on your own for a couple of hours, body.
I'm over-generating a bit of saliva here. Consciousness, what am I going to do with this? I guess I'll just spit it out in the middle of this dance floor.
Now, it's usually at this point that Laura interjects with a couple of pints of water and a quick trip to McDonald's.
What do you mean, no big tasty? 5,000 chicken nuggets, please.
And so we will fast forward to the morning after the night before, with Nick and Laura in bed. And Nick says, "Shall we watch a film?" This Virgin Media TV guide! Was I sick on the cat last night?
So you might wonder, did Laura truly know what she was getting herself in for? We had the same thought. But it wasn't, it was around Christmas time this year that we actually realised, yes, she did truly know what she was getting in for. She put a post on Facebook, and it went a bit like this. So it's that time of the year again, Nick's Christmas party. Place your bets.
100 to 1, Nick makes it home sober.
40 to 1, Nick makes it home early, only slightly tipsy.
10 to 1, Nick comes home drunk, but just passes out on the bed.
3 to 1, Nick is sick on the cat.
Also coming in at 3-1, Nick is sick on me.
At 2-1, Nick is sick in the bed.
And finally at evens, Nick is sick on the carpet.
So we'll be running a book on exactly what happens later on this evening. If any of you want to place a bet or get some of the other X-rated stories, you'll find me and Jordan hovering around a bar.
And so all that is left for us to do is to raise a toast. Guys, keep standing. To the new crowns, Mr. and Mrs. Nick Scott.